example, that actually were knocked out already in the quarterfinals, and they're extremely strong. They've got players like Cypher. That guy's a Quake Life god.
Yeah, Cypher and Rafa are two of the guys who would trade off Quake Live tournament wins basically all the time. And Cypher, Sturmy, Strengths, all these great European Quake Live players did participate in our tournament. Avec as well, so they were playing for teams like Millennium and Colwyn, and only Colwyn is actually still left in with Sturmy on the team. But here we are getting started now with the first semifinal of two, obviously, and then the finals right afterwards. It's Eclypsia Yippee attacking in first for Eclypsia against TCM Gaming.
And Yippee is spotted right away by the defenders. We'll take a look at actually, watch this first. Oh, he misses the open shot, unfortunately. Avoiding a couple of rockets, comes right back with a nice laser shot of his own. For those of you who are joining us for the first time, Shootmania Elite is played out 3v3, but the attackers trade off with defenders in rounds. The attackers only get one player. He has an insta-give laser rifle. The defenders have rockets, and they have to ping the attacker 3 times. The attacker either has to kill all of the defenders or has to capture the capture point.
Yeah, you can see the armor remaining in the bottom and in the bottom right, but basically Yippee jumping up at the point looked pretty grim for him anyway, with 2 defenders still standing by that time. Basically, did you mention they played to 6 points?
No, not yet.
Okay, so basically you see at the top of the scoreboard now, it's 0-1 in favor of TCM with that successful defending round. 6 points is what they play to, but you must win by 2. So for example, if they trade off over and over and over in every single round the defensive team wins, you'll end up with a score of 5-5. If the next team gets to 6-5, that won't win them the match. They have to win by 2. So 7-5 is acceptable, 8-6, etc., etc. So you can get in these defensive stalemates where every single attacking round becomes super duper important. We have Luxes actually attacking in now for TCM, already losing that valuable point of armor. If he can't find a defender soon, things are going to get slowly worse and worse for him trying to get closer to the point.
And you can see that he's turning around because he knows the defender is trapped behind that little area back there and caught out in the open. Oh, misses the open shot, but he was jumping. That would have been difficult anyway. Sheesh is sitting up there and has pretty good position. L'chaim on the capture point. Oh, only 1 armor left, but now he can actually get on the capture point, but he goes down with only 47% captured. Also important to note, for those of you who are wondering, you have 45 seconds at the beginning until the point actually becomes assaultable or capturable. At that point, then, you have 15 seconds to actually stand for about 1.5 seconds on the point itself and make sure that it's captured 100%.
That's right. So that 47% means that Sheesh did have a little bit of contact with the goal, but not enough to fully capture it. Sometimes you do see heartbreaking attack rounds where they'll actually get over 90%, and that means a matter of milliseconds could have won them the round. But Sheesh is going to be attacking now for Eclypsia. TCM posting up with some very spread out defense. It looks like one is going to take the laser pad, one that left side fence, and one all the way back into the little enclosed area where the goal is. The thing to note about these fences, if you weren't aware, is that you can actually see through them, but you cannot be hit through them with lasers or rockets. So they are a safe way to view your opponent. Basically, think of it as a glass wall if you need to think that way.
And she's just going to directly assault the capture point, and I think he's going to get it as well. That wide out position for Eclypse, you can see that they post up in a few different positions. We'll analyze this here in the next round. So, okay, they send one person up here onto the laser pad. Now, normally defenders get rockets, but if they stand on this laser pad, they get access to that laser rifle as well, with a zoom function, no less. One sits over here at the great to spot, and one sits back at the capture point. But if an attacker gets in the position where we saw that Sheesh did, he can split the defenders really easily and just kind of bull rush down the point.
Oh, nice. Frantic already with 1 defender killed. He can continue to move on to the point. So now you see 25 seconds remaining on the clock there. That goal is not capturable, so he does have to spend a little bit more time. He can't just run and sit on it because the defenders will have plenty of time to try and rush him down before it's able to be captured. So Frantic peeks in there, finds out where both defenders are now, so he gets a little bit better understanding of where they're posted up. Great
nice
hit
shot
in there. He had about 1/2 second to actually analyze that shot and still connected.
All right, so now he's going to try and come over the top. You can use endurance to give yourself a bit of a speed boost as well, and that's exactly what he did to make sure he gets the high ground in this position, but there's only 9 seconds left in the round. The defender has not really been peeking out all that far. He's going to try and jump straight on the point and gets it, juking around the capture point pole itself, and we're all tied up 2-2.
He did a little ring around the rosy maneuver. Sometimes you can do that if you've still got 2 or 3 armor remaining and only 1 defender left to try to stop you. That can be advised. Just try and cap the goal. Don't worry about trying to kill the guy, because if you fire and miss and you're caught out, that laser takes a long time to recharge, while the rockets take significantly less time to recharge, and they have 4 rockets where you only have that 1 laser. So a defender could potentially save up all his rockets and then try to take you down right at the end.
Good trade there for Leckyme, as he does manage to snag 2 armors off, and 2 armors for the cost of 1 defender is well worth it. Oh, but a bit of a peek there. Luxus tries to get out a little bit too far, and Leckyme is pegged actually from the laser pad, as you can see. That's where Didix was hiding out at.
All right, Didix using the laser pad, as we mentioned, it does give defenders access to the laser, and if you zoom, if you try to jump, you actually won't go anywhere. It'll trigger the zoom function instead. That's just kind of a feature of the pad. Sometimes you'll see these pads located in places where it's actually kind of not beneficial to go on there because you can't jump and it can be harder to get off of the pad, but Didix actually using that to great advantage there to finish up the round. Now he's going to be attacking, already losing a point of armor from this attack route.
Oh, loses a second as well, and now Sheesh is on that laser pad once again. So both our teams have been taking advantage of that, more so than a lot of other teams we've actually seen in previous rounds in this event. Very international squads for both guys, for both teams as well. TCM with 2 Swedish members and a Dutch member, actually, a member from the Netherlands. And it looks like EP as well from the Netherlands, so 2 members from that country and a German member.
All right, and EP was the first attacker for Eclypsia. He's back out now as it is their 4th attacking round. That's a very important role to take on for your team, as the first person attacking does usually get a second chance as well. So that means that the team made a conscious decision to put EP first and hope that he actually makes that pay off, because right now it's looking scary. He dodges that rocket at the last second.
Yeah, now he's going to try and back around the back, maybe to get up onto the high ground here so he has a bit better position to assault. No, he doesn't. Actually getting around the side, but already you can see a few rockets being thrown in there just in case. Oh, great shot, number 1. There's still someone sitting up on the laser pad from the high ground, and he's going to have to hit a really long shot here to be able to pick off Yeepy. Will he be able to get it? No, and that's it. And as soon as you miss that first shot, the laser recharge is so long, he knew he had a clean open goal.
Yeepy was baiting a shot and basically just crossing his fingers that he didn't connect, because once the laser was on recharge, he knew he had plenty of time to work his way over to the goal and stand on it. There was no way that last defender was going to be able to rush down to that point fast enough. You can see Lux is hopping over the electrified water there. That will actually just instantly eliminate you if you fall in that electrified water. So there are some hazards on these maps.
He had done a nice job there of baiting the Eclypsia members out pretty far, but once he gets in this position where he's falling back and he's playing around with that little corner grate there and one of the defenders, it allows the defenders to fall back and take a much more defensive position again. So Luxus wasting a bit of time there, but of course didn't have any clear shots and no real path to be able to ping his opponents.
That place he was in is kind of scary too, because, oh, nice pick off there. Rockets will actually propel you. If they land near your feet, they will bounce you up in the air, and actually getting taken out there by Sheesh. Sheesh is actually kind of the defensive all-star so far, getting quite a few defensive rockets. It looks like he's got 6 already in the first 8 rounds here.
That's right, and it's a 5-3 advantage for Eclypsia at the moment. So even if they don't land this attack round, all they have to do is come back and land the next defensive round, and they will take the map.
That's right, and this is a best-of-5 series between Eclypsia and TCM Gaming. So basically, if they win 6-3, for example, that would just be 1 map where they have to actually win 3 maps to move on into the finals. So Eclypsia in great position here to be able to take this first map, Crossroads. Once, oh wow, only 1 armor remaining.
Great prediction rocket, and then a follow-up laser, and a third one as well. A domination by Didix. He lands all 3 shots there, giving him an additional 3 defensive points. So, but now it's all on Frantic. He is the lone successful attacking round for TCM, but he needs to win this one, otherwise they lose the map. All
right, let's see if Frantic can pull off a repeat performance. If he doesn't, that means that TCM will have the map choice, and the attackers will alternate for the second map. So Eclypsia actually attacked first this map. That means TCM would get the map choice and the first attack on the next one should they lose here. But Frantic, of course, doesn't want that to happen. He's going to give it a shot and can't pick off any defenders right away. He's actually going to change course a little bit and figure out a new route to take.
Actually bounces right back up there, and that's kind of cool because maybe it'll force the defenders to look at a position down and he can come around them. And indeed he has, but Eclypsia's fallen back. They know all they have to do is hit 1 more defense around. They're fine, but Frantic, a very nice shot around the corner there, and only 2 defenders remain.
2 defenders, about 3 seconds left before the cap is open. He's going to try and pick off 1 defender, and he does!
That was
He
beautiful.
was not paying attention to the top side there.
All right, so Frantic just has 1 more defender left. It's a bit of a showdown here, but he's got 3 armors, now 2 armors, 1 armor. Can he get it?
What is he doing?
I don't know, but he gets it in the end. Wow.
Wow, with no seconds remaining. I was like, what is happening? Where are the rockets? Where are the lasers? What is he's just jumping? Oh,
Okay.
that scared me, but Frantic pulls it off, and now we're going to go into what I call extra rounds. Basically, whoever wins this round would put their team up 6-5, but you must win by 2, so that means we are guaranteed at least 2 more rounds. So anything above, anything above 5-5, I basically consider extra rounds. But here we go, Lakayam attacking in now for Eclypsia and trying to get his team another successful
Nice
attack
shot.
round.
He
Yep.
does, unfortunately, take a prediction rocket from around the side, but he's able to land that nice shot to begin with. So trade for a trade. It kind of leaves both parties feeling unsatisfied. I lost an armor, but I got killed. I don't know.
1 versus 2 is still a little bit easier just because you're not having to look in 3 different directions. So I think Lakayam still is going to be a little bit, happy, obviously, now that 2 defenders are down. He's in the showdown situation. Only 1 armor left, though. And Didix picks him off.
Yeah, Eclypsia actually had a really good opportunity there, and nice job to actually hit him right as he juked around towards the right side of that pole, but maybe a bit of a mistake there from Lakayam as well.
All right, so now TCM has a chance. Didix being that defensive superstar so far for TCM. Can he actually find his laser? No, he's going to find a rocket in the face instead. Yeepy landing that nice successful prediction rocket. It's always scary peeking around corners in Shootmania because the defense, they know the map. They know those potential attacking routes, so it can be very, very dangerous just to even look ahead of you. You might want to hit the brakes every once in a while.
Oh, and
Nice.
that was a bit of an overexposure from Yeepy there, and he pays for it with his life. 2 defenders left. We see him pinning the attacker in there, but now they have to fall back to a bit more defensive position. Just 10 seconds remaining. Didix is going to try and jump up on top, and he misses.
He mismanaged his stamina a little bit, did not have enough momentum there to actually land on that jump. You can see that from time to time, successfully done. But Eclypsia now the great defensive position, only 10 seconds remaining. Didix has to hit someone with this next laser, and he does.
Yeah,
so he has
but
a
now
chance.
he only has 5 seconds left. He's going to try and go right through the front. The defender actually jumping out a little bit overexposed there.
No
Whenever
time.
you get into a situation where there's only a couple seconds left, you know you're not going to be able to jump on the capture point, but you still have a win condition available to you if you can eliminate all the defenders. But it was a nice job there by Eclypsia not to overexpose themselves.
All right, this first game looking very, very close already with a round score of 6-6. Basically, it's going to be the next successful attacking round that kind of throws that score off kilter. So Eclypsia Yeepy, this was their first attacker, so this is his, 3rd or 4th attempt at actually attacking in for his team. He was the one that they set first, so they do believe that he is the strongest attacker. Let's see if he can actually make it happen here.
I love that position that
Nice.
Didix takes up there, as unfortunately Luxus is picked off right away. Because, let's take the overhead view again here, and I'm sorry, but, Didix was around here spotting towards the left-hand side, but it gives him such flexibility to be able to run back onto the laser pad in the event that the attacker gets a little bit too far off to the side. I just adore that defensive position.
Yeepy missed a pretty open opportunity there to take out that defender Didix. Instead, wow, he nails Frantic in a way harder shot and has 3 armor remaining. This could be the attack round that they need to get this going.
And 2 seconds, 1 second, but he gets it captured, and Eclypsia just needs to land a defending round, and they are going to be okay. But, we are going to have Luxus on the attack. He has not taken an attack round so far, and he actually has the fewest of the defensive points, so he really needs to step up right now.
Yeah, this will be a bit of a redemption for, mediocre defensive and attacking map so far. So if he can actually get in there and keep this game going, that will definitely set him up for some congratulations. But prediction rockets coming out from the side. It looks like Lakayam is not going to expose himself too much, so Luxus has to find a new route. He knows that Sheesh has been playing the laser pad throughout this, so he knows someone is most likely up there. Oh, but he gets pegged in the back by Sheesh, so there's definitely no one up here at this point.
Yeah, that's right. And I'm surprised he doesn't go back another 2 feet there and go ahead and check out the great rocket from Lakayam, but Yeepy does get picked off to the side.
That's
Unfortunately, that is going to be all. Eclypsia takes the map, and we're going to